First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the 1st down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. On the return, it's Stroud. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide out in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a...
The ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Georgia going up tempo. He's looking to throw it. Got him downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Hard-hitting tackle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with the lone back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. Oh, what a move! Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Georgia 6, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll throw it on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Goal coming up here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. It hadn't been physical enough.
He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And what a nice job by the OC. Great job prodding, probing, figuring out what you need to do to get first down. That's all that matters. Third down conversions at the end of the day is a stat that all coaches look at because it has a lot to do with how much success you have offensively or defensively.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got it in the middle, it's Stroud. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride
stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a catch at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Forced out of the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up, and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his man down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. It's reverse. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. side offense rolls onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Lets it fly. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You want to try the other side of the field.
Offense set on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
They go to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Still on his feet. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's going to pass on second down. They're working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Grab behind the line. It's Stroud. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Off play action on first down. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense dropping to keep them bottled up. To the ground with the back. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrender, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
Pressure got to him. Couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to beat them.
And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.